You know something? I was sitting back. I was watching on my iPad, my cell phone, my desktop, my laptop, my TV, HD, HP, HC. I was watching on all devices Monday Night Raw. Go to the bathroom, I bring the iPad with me. I go to get a drink, I bring the cell phone with me. I come back down, sit down, and I got the laptop in front of me. And I'm watching Monday Night Raw. I'm watching from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Nothing really significant, nothing big happens. So I'm like, all right, I'll give the WWE the benefit of the doubt. It's only the 8 o'clock hour. Then we shift into 9 o'clock. Nothing really exciting, nothing appealing is happening. What is keeping me tuned in? Why should I sit here and continue to watch Monday Night Raw? Albeit on a night where John Cena's returning. Now listen, the strategy of this show, the booking of the show, and the placement of this show was all out of sorts. Okay? That's the first thing. The show, the pace was absolutely off. And I'm not talking about off the charts. Now, I don't do Raw reviews much, but if this video gets shared enough on Facebook and Twitter, if this video gets enough views, comments, likes, and interaction, I will continue doing videos such like the Raw review. And, of course, I always give, my commentary of Raw as it's happening. Sometimes I do a live stream, but we know a lot of the times the live stream gets screwed up and it doesn't end up happening. I'm sorry, my bad. But we're not here about live streams. We're talking about how the stream of Monday Night Raw wasn't really consistent. You know when you go to the bathroom, and you know when you lift the seat up, you know when you pee in the toilet, and the stream comes out, and it's strong, and it's clear, and it's crystal. Well, you don't want crystals, but the stream wasn't so significant, okay? You're watching Monday Night Raw, and you saw a little showdown with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, but like I said, the booking, the pattern, the placement of the show, it was just all out of sorts, It was just as if someone said, we'll place this here, we'll place that there. It wasn't organized. It was not organized. Now, once again, so 8 o'clock, what's happening? 9 o'clock, why am I still watching? Why haven't I taken the channel changer and switched channels? Why haven't I gone and watched porn or HBO or NBC, ABC, the freaking 1, 2, 3? Why am I still watching Raw? And I'm thinking, all right, well, John Cena's going to be in the 8 o'clock hour. He's going to be in the 9 o'clock hour. Hell, John Cena's going to be in the main event. At this time, I'm thinking, all right, they're going to put John Cena in the main event. So here's what we got on Monday Night Raw up to this point, okay? And once again, if this video gets enough likes, comments, and feedback, and if you share this video on Facebook and Twitter, I'll continue the Raw review each and every week, because I've just about had enough. I've just about had it. I have to talk. I have to say what I got to say. I got to get it off my mind. I got to say what I got. I got to be the show on entertainment of old. I got to be the show on entertainment you all liked. The show on entertainment you all remembered. And if I have to go to that place, if I have to dig down deep, if I have to go to where I need to go, it's going to spell bad for everybody. I can assure you that. Because when you get the real show on entertainment, when you get the brash, when you get the emotion, when you get it thrilling and exhilarating, and when you get it controversial, and when you take all these things and you add them up as one, when you get the real Sean's View Entertainment, you woke up the wrong son of a bitch. It's what you've done. That's what you've done. You've done that now. You've woken up the wrong son of a bitch. So now, ladies and gentlemen, up to this point, 8, 9 o'clock, we got Seth Rollins playing mind games, running in and out on John Cena, running in and out on Roman Reigns. I still got Seth Rollins on my mind about John Cena at SummerSlam when he became a double champion, United States champion, WWE champion. We're going to get the mess-ups, we're going to get the screw-ups, because this Raw was mostly screwed up, except for a couple of parts that was monumental and memorable and somewhat shocking, although some people will say they saw it from a mile away. Here's what we got on this Monday Night Raw. That would have made you think twice about watching or rewatching. It really would have. Because you got Rusev, whose door got smashed in, literally, by Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil challenging Rusev. We all thought John Cena was going to come out and challenge Rusev. Rusev destroys Zack Ryder. We all know who was going to win that match. I wonder who's going to win. I wonder if Zack Ryder has a snowball chance in hell, right? So O'Neil and Rusev are going to battle for the United States title. The only thing here is it's something different, it's something fresh. Okay, that's cool. Then we have Seth Rollins trying to get underneath the skin of Roman Reigns. He comes in the ring, comes out of the ring, looks like he's going to go in the ring, looks like there's going to be a battle, looks like there's going to be a war. No, nothing settles the score. So this is building. Hopefully this is going to, get to something. Hopefully this is going to lead to Seth Rollins, growing a set of balls and there's ropes and there's ear. I don't understand the logic of the wrestler backing away. What about Roman Reigns? Why can't he go outside the ring and attack and chase after Seth Rollins? What I don't understand there is Seth Rollins keeps coming and backing. He keeps stopping and going. The green and the red light, right? Looks like Rollins is going to go away, and he comes back, but Roman Reigns turns around just in time. Why can't Roman Reigns go outside the ring? Why can't he go outside the ropes? Why can't he step outside and put his 2 feet on the ground, on the floor, on the mat, and run after Seth Rollins? Why wait for Rollins knowing Rollins is never going to come? So there's these little tweaks, there's these little signs, these little plans that I would change and go in different directions. We see the shining stars in another vignette, which nobody cares about. Nobody gives a damn about. These guys have been repackaged, they've been rehauled, they've been refueled, and nobody gives a damn. If you have Carlito in the mix, then people will give a damn. But as far as it's concerned, the Shining Stars have never looked bleaker. They have never looked darker. They have never looked more unimportant. I'm sorry. They're good wrestlers. They have good technique. They know how to get the job done in the ring. But the WWE does not know how to work these guys, okay? And I'm still wondering at this point, why am I still watching Monday Night Raw? That's what I'm asking myself. Then we have Shane and Stephanie dancing to the New Day's theme. We see the Vaudevillains come out. We see Doc Gallows. We see Carl Anderson come out. They attack the New Day. So it's like, oh, well, we have some direction now. Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows, they're going to mean something now. They're going to have a huge impact. Well, little did we know that we thought it was going to be the New Day going against the WWE's club, the club, right? No, we did not think what was going to happen later on was just a setup, was just a preview, was just a prelude of what was to come, a sign of things to come, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we witnessed here. That was the setup. So I got to give the WWE some thumbs up. I got to give them some higher ups. I got to be high. I got to be high and smoke that marijuana and be high on that segment because it was going to drive us and set us up for what was going to happen later on in the night. And really, the only reason to watch Raw was from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. The Cena, AJ Styles, the whole heel turn with AJ Styles, and the main event of Raw was really the only 2 reasons to watch this Monday Night Raw, among a couple things that happened that was maybe worth a watch, but maybe even that is a little bit stretching it, okay? So John Cena comes out, this huge celebration, this huge return. John Cena talking about with what Memorial Day means to him, what Memorial Day is all about. Nice solid promo, came from the heart. You could tell that John Cena was on. And out comes AJ Styles. The meeting, the intensity, the electricity, it was in the ear. Okay, you could cut the tension with a knife. You could cut that. You could take that knife and slice right through the butter. No problem. No problem. It wasn't raw vegetables we were dealing with. AJ Styles and John Cena getting the emotion. The crowd, half for Cena, half for AJ. Cena sucks. Cena rules. Cena this. Cena. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a moment. It was a great moment. And there was respect. There was pageantries. There was shaking of the hands. There was all kinds of respect all around the ring with AJ Styles and John Cena. Now, we know last week AJ Styles, a couple weeks ago, was it a couple weeks ago now? AJ Styles was doubting himself. AJ Styles was questioning himself. AJ Styles broke up with Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. He said, that was it. It's over. We're done. The relationship is severed. And then tonight, as AJ Styles and John Cena are in the ring embracing each other and taking in the adulation, out comes Carl Anderson, out comes Doc Gallows, and they say that they're going to take the heads off of Cena. They're going to take out AJ Styles. They make a beeline to the ring. John Cena takes his shirt off. AJ Styles takes his shirt off. We're going to have a hell of a war on our hands. But instead, as soon as John Cena throws his shirt into the crowd, John Cena turns around and gets punched right in the head, gets punched right in the face by AJ Styles. AJ Styles with the ultimate heel turn, the ultimate humiliation. John Cena gets humiliated on his Raw return, kind of like I almost got humiliated when I didn't know how to say the word humiliated. But we're going to go with the flow. We're going to stick things through. We're going to rise above the cream of the crop and stay to the top, because that's where the cream rises. And that's what AJ Styles did. He attacked Cena. He went after Cena. He targeted John Cena because he knows that this is going to get him recognized more. Let's look what AJ Styles has done. Debuts at the Royal Rumble, has a magnificent match at WrestleMania, feuds with Roman Reigns in one of the best WWE title matches we've seen in some time, and now he's going after John Cena, and he has realigned himself with Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, and now they 3-on-1, a 3-on-1 assault on John Cena. AJ Styles takes apart John Cena. Unbelievable, unreal. Whether it was predictable or unpredictable, it was one of those moments where he said, oh my God, business is about to pick up. I thought this was done very well. I thought this got over I think the crowd was even shocked. The crowd didn't know where to go. They didn't know what to turn. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to feel. They didn't know how to chant. They didn't know how to react. It was definitely a moment to remember. And one of the reasons to watch Raw, the other reason was the main event that featured all the superstars that are going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, featuring Jericho, Owens, and Del Rio on one team, against Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn on the other side. And this made for a phenomenal main event. It was quick, it was fast-paced, it was in your face, it was physical, and it was all those things and more. Even went through a commercial break. But why would you put this as the main event? Why not put AJ Styles turning on John Cena? AJ Styles turning heel is a major deal. But now think of all the different feuds. Think of all the different scenarios. Think of how the WWE is going to put this one together. And I know everybody is going to be quick to say, oh, well, Cena's going to bury AJ Styles. Cena's going to take out AJ Styles. AJ Styles' career will never be the same again. Well, let me tell you something. Roman Reigns defeated AJ Styles, and now look what AJ Styles is doing. He's now feuding with John Cena. Do you call that buried? Do you call that all done? Do you call that career is in shambles? Career is, it's just electrified and it's just done? Never to be the same again, never to recuperate? AJ Styles will never see the light of day again. AJ Styles doesn't know what next. AJ Styles turns to voltage? AJ Styles turns to voltage, right? No, AJ Styles is feuding with John Cena. He goes from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania to Roman Reigns to now John Cena. Things keep getting bigger and better and more anticipated. AJ Styles is picking up more momentum. AJ Styles doesn't need to win. He puts on those phenomenal matches, tells a great story, has good in-ring mic work, and you got the whole package. And now you got John Cena getting his ass kicked by AJ Styles. This isn't just any night. This isn't just a night where John Cena's on Raw. This was the return of John Cena. And I was amped. It felt good to have John Cena back in Raw. I mean, I'm a Cena fan, so I may be a little, pro Cena. But the fact is, we were missing. Raw was not on. Raw was missing something. That ingredient that makes it sizzle and makes it hot. We need John Cena on Raw, okay? Because John Cena brings that feeling and that vibe that, quite frankly, nobody else can. So and what happened in the final two segments, the segment with Cena getting his ass kicked by AJ Styles turning heel, realigns himself with Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. We have the main event, and Ambrose's team gets the victory. That's the only two reasons to watch this Monday Night Raw. Among that, there was nothing else. There was no substance. There was no matter until 10 o'clock rolled around. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this Raw was just all over the place in my opinion. But once again, if this video gets enough likes, comments, and feedback, and once again, click the link below if you'd like to donate. There's all kinds of different selections, options, and choices. But this has been my Raw review. How would I rate Raw? Well, seeing that Raw only gave you 2 reasons to watch tonight, which it should have given you so much more. You got money in the bank. You got money in the bank. And this is the kind of Raw you give. This is the kind of heart. This is the kind of shape. This is the kind of plan and strategy. Hey, whatever. I'll be reviewing Raw. The review, and this might be overstating it, but I'm going to give it 6 out of 10 stars, and that's might be overrating it. 6 out of 10 is a stretch, especially with the garbage that we got on this Monday Night Raw. 6 out of 10, and that's being very, very nice. But now that the old Shaw Entertainment's back, now that the old intense Shaw Entertainment's back, the real Shaw Entertainment's back, spells bad news for everybody. I'm not putting you on notice. You're already on notice. Subscribe.